Hey guys, and welcome to Ask Allie, your place for spiritual advice for busy people. Ask Allie is the longest running spiritual podcast on iTunes. I've been helping others there since 2005. You can catch the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, True FM, Google Play, along with watching it on YouTube. Today is Monday, June 11th, 2018. I want to thank you for tuning in and giving me a listen to. If you'd like to get a reading, find out more about me, or support the podcast, I'll leave the information below in the show's notes. And don't forget, if you like this episode, please rate it. Hi guys. It's been a little bit since I've had a chance to talk with you. My computer took a dive and it died. It's been in the very capable hands of the smartest man I know, and he's still having problems with it. So, I'm not sure if I'll ever get her back. I hope I do, because there's a lot of information on there I needed. In the meantime, I went out and got a different computer. So, running on a brand new laptop. Hopefully, this girl won't let me down for many years to come. Now, I have been really sick. I didn't mean to get really sick. I didn't even know I was really sick. I was just pushing forward and feeling, like crap. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I had no idea I was as sick as I was until I finally went to the doctor last Thursday. I really was expecting him to say, "Shame on you. You should have come in earlier. Here's a prescription for a Z-Pack, and be on your merry little way," right? And cough syrup, codeine. Well, after he examined me, I got 4 shots. 4, a breathing treatment, and 2 IV bags full of fluid because I guess I was dehydrated. Then I had to go to the store and pick up more antibiotics and more steroids. So, lesson here is, when I start feeling like crap, don't put it off. And at the last 2 weeks of school, I need to start taking extra vitamin C, extra vitamin D, so that the little rascals do not get me sick, because it's happened now 2 years in a row. Last 2 weeks of school seemed to be my downfall. So I apologize for the absence last week, but what you gonna do, And it's dark and dreary and just here in Ohio today. So if you're watching the video, it's kind of dark. It's just dark. That's all there is to it. So, got some things going on. Because while I've been sick and while I was doing the coffee with Allie earlier, I had ideas and inspirations and stuff like that. So, what's going on? Well, as you guys know now, my most inexpensive reading is a $25 MP3 one-question reading. Okay? Well, prices are going to be going up on those, on the one-question reading and the 3-question reading. The one-question reading is now $25. It's $25, $30, and $40, I think. $30 is the video and $40 is the written. It's going to go to $40, $50, and $60. Prices will change on July 1st. So, if you want to get a one-question reading for $25, you have the rest of June in order to purchase it. Okay? Don't delay. Because, as well as the price is going up, during the summer, I'm not working the day job, so there's no kids getting me sick, so I have plenty of time to do readings. In fact, I just got a couple today. I'm going to be doing them tomorrow. So between now and August 14th, because I go back on the 16th, your readings will be done within the next day, a few days from that, or if it's a phone reading, scheduled anywhere between 3, maybe 2 days to a week, tops. If even that. Really, guys, the summertime now is a really good time to get a reading for me. now and towards the end of the year when I'm on Christmas break, because I can do them a lot quicker. As soon as school starts again, we're back to at least 2 weeks out, at least. This past year when I was in school, it took readings for anywhere between 2 weeks and a month. So now you can get it a day to a week. And they're $25, the MP3s, until July 1st. So my son turns 18 on July 1st, prices are going up, okay? When the prices go up, I am, though, also going to, I haven't quite figured out how to put it in there yet, but there's going to be energy work in the readings. I just don't know how I'm going to put it in or what I'm going to do exactly yet. Because every reading I've ever done for anybody, they always do need some sort of energy work. There's something that's out of whack. So that's being put in there. Also, July 1st, I'm changing the prices on Energy 180, which is where I do my healing right now. I do my energy work. I don't know the prices yet, but I will be adding in to Energy 180 hand-drawn pictures. I use pastels on, usually black paper. And I will be drawing your energy how I see it after you're all balanced out, and adding in the words and the symbols that are unique to you that your soul's telling me to add. And I will take a picture of it and send it to you, and probably find a way to mail you the picture so you can have it. Okay? So I'm adding that to the Energy 180 on July 1st. When I add all that, those prices are going up. So if you want your energy balanced by yours truly, and I'm really good at it, I really, really am, then I suggest you book it here in June. You've got the rest of June to do it. Okay. MeetSoulfulConnections.com is up. It's a connection site for meeting other people, for meeting soulmates, those who are interested in tarot, energy healing, numerology, past lives, out-of-body ecstasy. You can find an out-of-body ecstasy partner for telepathic sex, astral sex, dream sex. You can find those who are interested in lucid dreaming. That's why I made that site. And if you join, which you can for free, and email me, allietheis@yahoo.com, your username, I will give you a free month of premium membership. All right? Okay. So, MeetSoulfulConnections.com is down in the show's notes as well. What else do I got? I've been putting off Soul to Soul because I've been sick, which is my love and relationship show, which is going with Soulful Connections website. It starts this Friday, June 15th at noon. That URL is also in the show's notes, and we're going to be talking about the anatomy of a soulmate. Okay? All right. All that out of the way, I was looking for a book to help me with my third draft, of Soulful Connections, because the first one was over 800 pages, way too long. The second one was 125, which is a decent length, but there's just something missing from it. So I figured what is missing is me. So I'm making Soulful Connections into kind of a memoir, I suppose, adding more of me in there. And I was looking for a book to help me work that out. And I came across some more of my tarot and oracle cards. Yay! So for today's oracle card overview, we're using Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Okay? Okay, now, keep in mind, guys, this is an overview, and I got to write down the times of these. I do these things so I can put them on the show's notes. Where's my paper? Okay. So what time is it now? We're about 9:44 in. And that didn't work, so now I got to do it again. Now what time is it? 9:50. All right, 9:50. We're getting started on the oracle card overview. 9:52. So let's see what's up for this week. Now, with the overview, guys, please keep in mind it is an overview, and not everything pertains to everybody. Okie doke, okie doke. So, this week, what is coming up for us? When I did the energy drawing for my for the supporters of the podcast, which reminds me, I'm going to be adding some things to the supporting of the podcast. I'm going to be adding in exclusive OBE articles for those who support the podcast 10 and up, and then exclusive energy rituals and stuff for those who are 25 and up. I think that's what I'm going to do. Maybe it's 5 and 10. I haven't quite decided, but I'm making some changes there too. So, what do we have? Got my 3 cards. Let's see what we got going here. All right, guys. So first up, we have the Thinker. Okay? And if you're not watching the video, you can always Google these cards and I'm sure they will come up. You see how she's sitting there on that wall, that ballerina, or maybe it's a fairy. She's pondering and pondering. This is a week for us to take stock of where our lives are currently and think about, where do we want our lives to go? What's the trajectory of our lives? If we leave our trajectory in the hands of others, then we will be living our life in the shadow of others, because they have directed our life as opposed to us directing our life. Okay, I'm pretty stubborn, you know. You guys know me by now. And I'm a Taurus, and I hate people directing me. I have a problem with authority, and I don't always work well with others. Although I am easy to get along with, but not when someone tells me what to do. So, this week, guys, we're going to be thinking about what we want. Now, when we're thinking about what we want, see this orphan card? Orphan, see, they look very sad orphan. And this orphan card is telling me that as we're thinking about where we are in our life and where we need to go, it's going to have us reflect pretty much on the past and those who have dropped us, or those we are also worried of dropping us in the present as we direct our own lives. We're scared of being orphaned. We mourn for those who have orphaned us. So it can be a very highly emotional time for you this week. Okay, but make sure you don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in the orphan phase. Because when people drop away, other people always step up. Those gaps only stay empty if you force them to stay empty. Okay? Then the third card we have, when we're thinking and when people are leaving us and we're thinking about the past and get kind of getting stuck, all of this is going to take us to a fork in the road. Fork in the road. And that card's kind of fuzzy there, but I don't know why it's so fuzzy. Here we go, fork in the road. And with this fork in the road, you're going to have a choice. Stay on your current path where you've been. You know, you did a whole lot of thinking. Stay on your current path, or you take the path you have not traveled yet. What's it going to be? And it doesn't have to be an entirely new path. It can be you're adding something on to your current path or taking something away. But the path is not exactly the same of what you're currently traveling. All right, guys? So again, first card we have here is Thinker. We're going to be doing some thinking this week. Second card is Orphaned. We're going to feel like people are going to leave us if we choose a different path. We're going to be thinking about the people of the past who have left us, and it will be easy to get stuck thinking about the past. Don't allow yourself to do that. And ending with fork in the road. Stay on your current path. Everything's still exactly the same, which means absolutely nothing changes. Or you go on the path not yet traveled, or a path that just doesn't look exactly like the path you're currently on. It is completely up to you. And knowing what my topic is this week, excuse me, these cards make sense. Because the topic is, what is the topic? Find your personal purpose with these 4 questions. You might be asking yourself, why do I need to find my personal purpose? Well, excuse me, if you know your personal purpose, then you're not questioning, why am I here on earth? Why am I alive at this time? Why? We ask ourselves why so many times. And I'm going to lead you through these 4 questions. And I'll tell you, when I started these 4 questions, I didn't think I was going to get the result of me really looking within and deciding what my personal purpose is. I'll tell you what my personal purpose on this planet is at the end. But what I thought it was and what it ends up being is not the same. Okay, so you can ask yourself these 4 questions. They may sound simple, but don't poo-poo them off. Okay? Take this stuff into consideration. Question 1. How will the world be a better place thanks to you being alive? That's question 1. Ask yourself that. Question 2. What are your unique superpowers or gifts? You should know what it is. You can ask other people if you really want to, but this is more of a quest going within. You know what your superpowers are better than other people know their superpowers. You just most people downplay what they are. Don't downplay. Okay? 3. When you're at your best, who are you? Who are you? It can be a person. It can be a feeling. It can be an action. It can be an activity. Who are you at your best? And number 4, pushing through the fear, who must you become? Because if there was no fear there, we'd be doing a whole lot of things. Fear does have its place with some things, like jumping off a cliff. But fear keeps us anchored where we're at. Fear keeps us on the very worn path. Pushing through the fear, who must you become? Now, I know these questions might sound simple, but they're not as simple as they appear. Trust me. To get to the truth of these answers, you must peel away the layers of who you are today so that you can find out who you are meant to be. You must fight the image. We've all made images of ourselves. Fight the image you've made of yourself, the one that you staunchly defend with your story. And there's no timeline to this. You don't have to get this done in 30 seconds. You move at your own pace. This took me about a week. I'm going to tell you what my answers are. How would the world be a better place thanks to me being alive? I believe those who I come in contact with will be traveling down their paths, that the paths are supposed to travel, whatever that may be, and there will be more happiness in the world. So that's how I'm going to contribute to the world. What are my unique superpowers or gifts? Well, we know I move energy and that I'm intuitive. But I also get people to open up and to talk about themselves and to look within themselves. Those are my superpowers or gifts. When I'm at my best, who am I? I'm inspiring. When I'm at my best, when I'm running on all cylinders, I inspire people. And I like to inspire people. And then pushing through the fear, who must you become? I must become a leader. I've always downplayed myself. I've always stepped and been on the side of the stage. I need to be a Colette Baron Reed. I need to be somebody who stands up. I need to be somebody who speaks, who travels. My personal purpose that I've discovered through answering these 4 questions for me is I am here to awaken people. I am here to awaken what's within you that's dormant, what is being wasted, what's being unused, what's being unloved. I awaken that to help you go down your path and to find happiness and to inspire you. So that's my job. That's my personal purpose here on earth, is to awaken what lies dormant. And I did not think my answers would be any of that. I did not think it would be awakening. I thought my purpose here on earth was to be creative. I thought it was to create things, to be a storyteller, to lift people up through the worlds I create. That's what I thought, but it's not. Now, I may awaken something in people through my stories, or through my podcast, or through my books, or through my TV shows that I hope to someday get on the air, or my movies. That's my purpose. Now, you this week, again, go over the 4 questions. You're going to find them at about 15 minutes, 45 seconds is when I started this part. Go over the 4 questions and really pull back the layers of who you are. The story I've told myself is that I am a creative storyteller, and I am. But there's much more to me. It's not me at the core. I awaken. That is why I'm here. So, I really hope you take this exercise to heart, and I pray you do it. It's not easy, but you need to do it. Okay? Okay, and if you'd like to email me what you've come up with your purpose here on earth, I'd be more than happy to read it. Okay, I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong, but I'd be more than happy if you shared that with me. Okay? All right, so here we are at the end. I want to thank you for joining me here at Ask Allie. If you like this episode, please rate it and tell your friends. The more people who listen, the more people hopefully I can help have their aha moments. Join me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find this at AskAlliePodcast.com, OutOfBodyEcstasy.com, and all the other places I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast. You guys have yourself a fantastic week, and I'll catch you next Monday. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.